See, I can't click on any of these at all, which I don't grasp.
This is trickier than it looks.
Is it like a compatible? Is it a priority thing? What I mean by that is that, like, for instance, when you're moving on a circular window, you can't move to a rectangular one, or something to that effect. Because I'm seeing from this right here, this guy is surrounded by rectangular windows, so you're obviously able to click onto that because that's the only move available to you. So, going by that logic, a rectangular window cannot go onto a semicircle window, right? Aha, but a rectangular window can go on a can move down to a circular window. And a circular can go onto a semicircle.
This is trickier than it looks.
Okay, let me just test this theory out then, because aha, it does work. Because that makes sense then, because that was why I was able to make so much progress. Because look, when I'm moving from, we'll say, this open window, it was all rectangles all the way up until I hit a circle. And the only move that was available to me then was a semicircle. So circle, and you can move from circle to circle, but you can move from circle to semicircle. And then semicircle to semicircle.
This is trickier than it looks.
But semicircle can't go from... Okay, I'm starting to develop a... It does seem to be like a priority thing. So what I'll do is I'm going to make note of the moves that I can do. So starting off with this, we'll say the open window here. So the open window can... So the open window can move from... So rectangular is fine. Rectangular window is fine. I'm going to find a way to... Actually, yes, let's try the other side. Okay.
This is trickier than it looks.
So the full circle is fine as well. And then semicircle then seems to be okay as well. Yes, it does.
This is trickier than it
So it looks like the open window you can proceed through any section with that. Right? That's important. So maybe that's like, if we're going by priority rules, then let's say that open window has like the lowest priority. Let's say that's just like 1. So now let's see now which of the windows is the most available. I have a suspicion it could be the semicircle because it's it's like the smallest window itself, if you get me, in comparison to the open window. So let's try a semicircle. So obviously, going by that, the semicircle, is going to be available to the full. Yeah, get my words mixed up here. Sorry. The semicircle would be available to to any open window, so we can go from semicircle to open if we want to. And as I've seen already, I can go from a full circle to a... Yes. But what I want to find out is, can I go from a semicircle to a rectangular? I don't think I can, going by the more unsuccessful attempts. Is there a way of doing that? I'm trying to find it on the house, anywhere I can test that out. Yes, here. Okay, so I can do that. Interesting. Maybe my system isn't working. Wait, hang on a second. I don't think my
This is trickier than it looks.
I don't think my idea is working now.
This is trickier.
Okay, maybe it's in a... let me go back to potential number of moves then. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stops at 5. Maybe I have to progress up the house in less than 5 moves. Maybe that's what that is. So, I need to find the system that allows me to get up the house as fast as possible. So I know from this one that gets me up to here, but I think that was 3 moves as far as I counted. That is not making any inroads at all. That's 4. That'll be 5. So I'm still not going to give up on the actual like priority idea I have, because I think that ties into why only certain moves are available to me. But okay, if I was correct, no, I see. That's what I don't understand.
This is trickier.
That makes sense if I can go up this way. See what?
This is trickier than it looks.
All right. You see, another idea I had was that the kind of the splitter, what splits the windows, was like a sense, an indication of what direction you can go.
This is trickier.
But that doesn't work either. But hey, we're up the top. That worked. I'm going to make a note of that. Well, hey there. Holy shit. I have no idea what's happening, but it seems to be working.
Yes.
Okay. I just have to remember that for next time. So that worked. I don't know how, but it did. Let's see how this system works now. Oh, I have to go all the way back down.
Trickier than it looks.
Well, that's unfortunate. Right, at least we know what to do now.
Yes.
I'm still trying to grasp what that is. Okay. No. So I can't even... I have to start even on the right window this time. Which is interesting. I'm supposing that I may have to start on this right side, considering that's how I'm starting on this floor. Maybe I just want to see actually which one do I end on in this.
Yes.
Okay, that was the second one. I thought I... Oh, okay. Alright, that's allowing me to do things. That... Okay. Well, I assume so, because this is just a memory thing now. I just have a choice of 4. Alright. Let's take a gamble. Alright, so that doesn't work. I have to go all the way back down.
This is trickier.
Like, I don't know if I just have the game audio lower on my side, but Henry definitely sounds a lot lower than he was. Like, I can just barely hear him, but I don't think he's saying anything of substance. Something about like having the patience to proceed and all. It's not really helping.
Yes.
But yes, by all means, if anyone can understand what the devil this puzzle is about, please answer on a postcard. Although that's actually, I just noticed that on the right hand side there is like a path of those circular windows all the way up. Okay, let's check this one.
No!
Okay, that worked. I don't know how, but it worked. So that's it. That's that puzzle solved. The hell?
Get up. Run away.
Oh shit. The old lady's here. Oh no, the ear pull. A cuddle? Okay. That was not sinister at all. Alright. So, it looks like the old lady was directing me to this door in the back here. I fear this is a shortcut down. So let's do it. What is behind this door? What's going on here actually?
It's okay, darling. You know I won't hurt you. Just come upstairs.
It hasn't happened yet.
Let me! No! Let me!
It's happening now. I've been here before.
Oh?
I've seen all this over and over.
Help me! Someone, please!
Tried to help myself.
Oh shit.
You little brat!
Okay. That was an interesting twist. We are the boy. If I'm correct in that assumption, we've been trapped here. Presumably, in this house. That's why we're probably a ghost. We are that boy that snuck in. Well, that is actually a very good twist. Well done, lads. I was not expecting that. Let's see what's behind this door. Oh, hello.
The smell. I can't breathe.
Oh, it's Henry.
I brought him the one you wanted. The next. Someone, please, help me. I just want to get out of here. My wish. I'll get my wish.
Jesus. Well, that's
Run! Run for Pete's sake!
oh shit.
I can't do anything. You're not real. I swear. No, you can't have him. You can't have me.
Aha. He was in a wheelchair? Okay. That's that.
You saved me. It's all been changed now. Now,
And forever.
Hey, hey, we saved ourselves. By golly, we've saved ourselves. And that's that. That is the seventh guest. Done and dusted. Well. And as always seems to be the case with these old horror movies, we have some whimsical, cheery music to end it all on. Oh, that's a handsome woman. Okay, so that's that game done. Let's see. What do I think of it? Okay, well, first of all, let's talk about the puzzles in this game. Obviously, a lot of them were professionally done and involved various different kind of types of puzzles. They were like word puzzles, logic, process of elimination, that sort of thing. Some were okay. I thought some were very intuitive, like the I think the rose petal puzzle was probably the best that I can remember. Oh, that was the fat man there. Okay, now that we know. I thought that was one of the better puzzles in the game. Some of them I think were very hard to get through. I think all the chess puzzles I think were probably the hardest out of the lot. Not necessarily because you needed a previous knowledge of chess to do so. Obviously that helps. But it was the fact that there was only like maybe one, possibly two ways of doing it. And if you made one step wrong, then you were kind of screwed. So, in that sense, it was encouraging process of elimination or trial and error. No, yeah, trial and error actually, not process of elimination. Which I guess isn't the best for, you know, solving puzzles. Like, for instance, I'm happy to admit that for that final puzzle, I had no clue what was going on. I still don't know what was that. I just kind of like bluffed my way through that without really understanding it. It also didn't help as well that you couldn't go back down to the book to even find out. Beautiful mullet, by the way. That was beautiful. Even to figure out what to do. So, yeah. Overall, I think some puzzles were very good, well designed. But overall, some of them felt very unintuitive. I don't know where that be from. You know, the technology at the time being hard to like to portray or to put over what type of puzzle you're making, or just the way they were applied. Some of them just were an asshole. Like the microscope puzzle just did not work in hindsight, and the piano puzzle, that was utterly unnecessary. Oh, here's the cast actually. Utterly unnecessary for sorry, I'm just catching these names here, the characters. I could finally find out what the characters were called. It was Eleanor Knox. That was her name. Burden. Okay. Hamilton must have been the magician, the ethnic that we were calling him. So anyway, yes, I think the another thing that annoyed me was the piano puzzle. Utterly unnecessary to like make a memory puzzle 18 steps, you know. But it did encourage you to find a system around it. In fact, in a way, a lot of the puzzles did encourage you to do that, to like develop your own system to solve it. Which, in a way, it solves the problem. But oftentimes you can kind of like really kind of like bull your way through and solve it that way. I guess you can have like the inner reward of solving the puzzle properly if you want, or if you're just like me and want to get this game done, you can plunge your way through. I guess another thing to mention is the technology for the time. Like this game is 21 years old, which is extraordinary to say. Actually, it's even less than that. Look at that, 1992, and the achievement of it, like there's no going around it. This was a hell of an achievement for the time, especially on CD technology and using actual full motion video. That was all new back then. And to put into context now, you know, I'd say it is an achievement. Sorry, Henry, you're talking over my post-game review. Even then, doing what they did at the time, I think was something they should be proud of. I'd say it's one of the first games of its kind, come to think of it. Just going by time-wise. So yeah, I mean, it had full acting in it, actors, a cinematic approach, I guess, at the sacrifice of the game playing really well. Like everything felt very cumbersome and slow, very slow paced overall. That was probably the main problem with it. But overall, every FMV game feels fairly slow paced. Just that's because how it's designed. You know, that would like giving out a game made by Telltale for not having you know enough platforming in it. You know, you're in the wrong game for that sort of thing. What else is there to talk about? I suppose the twist at the end I think was really well done, because I think it was well hidden throughout the game. Like we're introduced to all the characters straight off. The Knoxes, the billionaire whose all their names are escaping me now, and the kind of like the sultry lady who ended up being a little bit more creepy than expected. and of course the magician Hamilton, which is that's actually his name. I'm very surprised at. And then the little boy who actually was the seventh guest, ironically enough. So and that turned out to be us in the end. I think that was a really cool twist because there was no indication that was us through the game. Sometimes when they can telegraph it a little bit by like dropping a hint here or dropping a hint there, but this one was well shielded. There was no way you could tell that that kid was us. You know, not even through the voice, because the voice was different. You know, we were an adult, that was a child. It was pretty much just from the last two sequences we found that was us. So that was well done. I have to applaud him for that. As for Henry Stauf, not the most. I will say that the guy does a fantastic Vincent Price impression. That's a diplomatic way of saying it. But again, you can't fault guys for acting in this. This was just stuff this was uncharted waters, I suppose. You know, you could act like anything and you could sound or look good. So I don't think you can criticize people on that. What else is there to say? I think that's about it, really. The soundtrack is decent, I suppose. It's all in MIDI, so the whole kind of like every song has an air of sinister or like a sinister feel to it, you know. And not sure where they're going with all the kind of like whimsical parts of it, you know, like just seeing like all the plates moving and all. Probably they were just showing off. Maybe that's what it was. But I think that's about it, really. I'm going to wrap this up now. This game did have a sequel, however, called The 11th Hour. Wasn't as critically received as the first game, primarily because it didn't make as much strides forward in technology as its competitors. Or maybe it was just like people got sick of the idea. So if you guys want me to play through that, I'm more than happy to do so. Leave that in the comments if you would want to see that. But otherwise, I've been Jonathan, and this has been Monday Madness, and we shall see you next time. Good night.